That is Sheila Bampoado, Lodina Osei, and AC Adu. Congratulations to you guys, and thanks for Saturday. Baby. Baby. Diddy baby. And once again to you, I'm watching in Parliament. Birthday blessings to you, I'm watching in Parliament. Have a good one. And this one also goes out to you, Rhoda Amachi in London. It's from your brother Raymond Safutichi of the Ghana Immigration Service. Hope you have a good celebration and have a good day. Rhoda Amachi out there in London. So to you, Kempon of Kempon Travel and Tours, good morning, have a beautiful day. 17 minutes past 9 o'clock, Peace 104.3.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
MP Minister Eric Opoku. Boss Mache.
Chairman General.
Boko dear.
Yamiano Boko.
Yeda Yamiasi, Yada Susunu Adaji. Now, area to say.
Yamiada Roma. We are Boko.
Ekwe.
Boko.
Yeda Yamiasi. Eric Opoku Mrashe Bedrenima is Sunafo South. Into Sunafo South, Mrashe Bedreni Ewaha Anope. Eric Opoku Susan, Minister. Agric. Eba Kriayo, Eba Yididium, Eba Nekike Kahunina. Na yenim se Eric Opoku eneye sa adwumawe na opani why adwuma bebre na nsem me atonka me hu ne we ne ekone benyina no yes say 129 schools eneye farms yenuma eku school early days no school farm na nke normal but I say abrasi because every biblioteca says school be see ye near Diane, money Diane say. As I sit down, Kaka, and the name ye do near the Nabata Bafom. A dear Namwa status at the Ibium.
Yo, Yedika, Medawasi.
Yes, society does.
I'm say, bra, ye born twa, April Akunya 2024. No. Ghana Mampen is no a flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress. Not some more. Ode to Ghana for any nyina say say Ghana for ye na dom eto aba ne di akonwa se omampanyina obeye nhihya odi kuayo ebesesa Ghana economy ne nyina
great
and your manifesto mu no ye the agenda bi si ye ni so aifre no agriculture for economic transformation agenda
transformation agenda
ye tware tie say ITA
okay
ITA re chere say yede yadwene ya hoɔden ye nyansa ebekɔ kuadwuma mu na ya nam kuadwuma no so de ahotɔ ne yede abrɛ Ghana fo em sɛ ade ha Ghana pa ye kɛseɛ baako ha Ghana kɛseɛ baako ene sɛ o ya asase a yɛwɔ ensu a yɛwɔ youth a ɛwɔ ahoɔden the fact cry say after facility nyinaa wɔ ha ene Africa population kɛseɛ a ɛwɔ nyinaa no yentimi nua no dodo a ebe me ye wo Ghana ha enti ye kradua ne bebre efri amanone na eba in fact okenkan 2022 budget na na aban kire say eye food inflation na ekosoro ni nyina no na ye imported ban kire say food inflation na aduane bo jampo nyina no
na aduane ya kraba Ghana
aduane ya kraba na ekoso sa de no because at that time who say na exchange rate no so na every saa enti aduane na ba na ne bo no na erase ententem ti o mampanyi mama de sinani so obedi akonwa ya ebe yan hihya ebe ma Ghana yetua produce aduane a yebedie wo man mu na yedidi amen na ya reduce food importation no na amaku adwuma no agina
inflation so aba
form nti ye the program bi a ye frɛ no Feed Ghana eno na ye flashy program of this government in the agricultural space ye dey actualize it and answer operationalize it, the agriculture for economic transformation agenda
ITA
nti ITA ne agenda. Now how do you put ITA on the ground na manfo afili say agenda bi koso yi say onya program a wo de begu form na program ni nyina kase no ene ye frɛ no Feed Ghana program.
Answer na beto aso no Feed Ghana program. Maybe near see obi the planting for food and jobs. Ewo ene no wo tracker bi.
Planting for food and jobs no any Feed Ghana no different.
Okay.
Because planting for food and jobs not the omo yen say omo de inputs any ade ma akuafo no say be akuafo no betumi produce more and we are part of Feed Ghana.
Okay.
But Feed Ghana
no Feed Ghana near brother
ebro sa de ma no.
Okay.
The first leg of Feed Ghana no and about first question no so.
Okay.
And say ye campaign say number 1 obi a wo fie wo fie o Ghana ha bia no just space kakra bi na fire garden ho.
So appreciate feed yourself those days.
Feed yourself. Also nya wa garden. Na garden ni mu no obenya vegetables kakra ne ade a ebe reduce the cost of feeding the household. Na ama cost of living no akofom.
Yeah.
And the board that will start ye na ye win election na ye me as minister na ye sha say ye campaign no
for Feed Ghana.
Feed Ghana obi anya garden. Na enei me wo ho a na ma me for no send me gardens o ma ye wo fiem.
Good.
Bebre. Na obi afrɛ be hwɛ matete ntosi kwa manya makokwa manya we kwa. Enti ye nim se bebre do ho agim ba bebre nso nyanya bi. Ba yigu campaign se be ya nipa do ni nyina beti ase na omdo ho ahyemie. Campaign bi se yenye institutional farming.
Okay.
Eno ne yese school so enyamfuo. Endi ene legonfo hyiae already no ye bi dada. But under Feed Ghana na ya support wo munti o ma scaling up. Ye na kese.
University of Ghana.
Yes.
Okay.
Ye ne Ken University so ahyiae. Ye ntotoye o mo so support wo mo. O mo so ye na kese. Ye ne universities ni bebre aka Feed Ghana no o mo ye bi. Ene ye secondary schools no. Secondary school bi a wa asase. Se woni asase no kra pa asase ni bi. Na school ni nya farm. Na mo amu nua nneoma kakra betumi dia support to feeding e wo school ho. Because one who say chama ye feed school feeding program. School feeding program wo ho anu akohu Facebook. Na ye de aduane bi atro so aduane ye de man kwala nini. Na nkra na akra complain.
Yeah.
Sa asase we da ho. Ye wa hoden, ye wonimdie, ye betumi ayisu asase na dua nnuane ni bia. Aden na wo say ha ho. In the first year campaign no. And ye nya 129 schools participating across the country.
129.
Now your teams no Honorable Deputy Minister John Dumelo and na odi anim.
Okay.
Ye do ma call regions ni bebre and ye wo technical team so wo ho a omo so call ba bia school no challenge no ma guide omo no ma ye. Ebi no so ba ya omo stress omo ntun start first year no but the following year no omo start. Em say ye nua Animado. Ono so aboa power yama no corriges ni.
On the Nisuban no.
E ko hwe schools ni bi.
Eh Nisuban.
Na ono aba e obrifu me no. Ozo na man kwa nam ni school for na yefu akese sa.
Yeah.
Ebirum kwa chi pa nti afi we. Ye de aka Farmers Day na ibedie no ho.
Okay.
Se secondary school a wabɔ no ho modern wo kuayom pa no. Ye bɛbɔ na baso. Se ne be ya e be motivate schools nyina. Na junior high schools bebre so kra ye bi o.
Hey.
In fact, primary school being so ayemfuo ni bi.
Wow.
Primary school. And I'm who is a sinful area ho. Na primary school be oma harvest watermelon near the other. Ne kuta tankra no this place yefu ye mo hwe de so yenya. This is what we want to see in Ghana.
Minister, maybe you know I call boarding schools, secondary schools near the yeah punish I say kodo. Ama nipa bebre especially mo school fee say kuayon punishment. Eti kwa me so ye Feed Ghana 129 schools here primary schools nyina abemu. Ye wo message bi ade mom na mabunu nim kwala ntia se the second show nsem ana se kodo a and yet say punishment in quantity bibi sa ho.
But a part of the reason and the feed Ghana and the institutional farming school farm near the nyina ebem.
Okay.
Because say ohwe yemrantie ne maba na wonam ye streets na ubehu obi na okuta handkerchief makoma 5 na woton ho kwa ho ubebi sa wo se okuya dwuma de emwanti me de maanya bi yesi dabi ye pesa akwala bia okọ school ba bia wonam bia hu se eye dwuma kese a eye sika dwuma wo ye na wo ye ni ya memo aye yi a wo hia hwe bio because you took ba bi wo ha be ko no professors ni ade nyina no kuya dwuma no mu nyina omoye na ya man mu e wo sesi e ehimfa kese a wo man mu eskafo a ye hu on da bia ka won asem se eskafo nyina no kuya dwuma no omoye enti ye pesa nkwala no hu se sa adona etwama as a punishment no nche se wo ye paboni ni ana hia ni ana akoye kuya me tie me kuya ni me okokofu nanu ya me start campaign ya ye ko bro nyan me start pottery say me ye pottery gini fa nyina me obi
I confirm here.
I confirm market December market me ko market me ko akoto me confirm wo hono me do body fu me do banchi fu ni sa ni me nyina bi me hu se omampanyini John Dramani Mahama Ghana ha obi obetumi adua jende pa che president Mahama me nya hu no me ka on authority
farms na north no
jende kase pa feduru abi no apafo kra ye pa tu jende na edine
wow
na o se yakopa afidi be harvest jende no na ntwe enwan ni ade emo aburo ni nyina wo ye bi in fact Mahama family no me be minister of agriculture and say almost secret na yekuya
e say fit your papa mreso
mema hu omo from Ibrahim from hwan omu nyina obi ani ho pahwi afia ban ho the opans obenya kwan nya na sase no aye ni kuya so we abrantie we ababa wane na o ahoden a ense wa ahoden no bibia ho so be kokuya no ho enti na president mama say agriculture no ye transition no ama ye agri business and as part of a feed Ghana no ye wo value addition system and arrangement ye di gu akwan so now yaman school for na ye bi no ye say border ro say churches nso enye kuya
no menya daje
in fact bebre ye bi
enso you no menya daje
ni enso no bebre aba office any aba sign MOU omo ye kuya ni bi
okay
in fact some of the churches no I issue instructions to all their branches across the country say obi anye kuya ni bi na afiwe church power bebo no homodi wo kuya yemu no and the feed Ghana eye farmers day no ye bebo na baso
okay
na ansa ne bebo na baso no church no dwuma wa ye wo kuya mu nyina no won am san twerefo mu adaroma ye be yiri wa fidie so
ama obi ahwe
ama Ghana ni bia hu bi na wo san pa omu deserve say ye bo wo mu abaso on say soldier for ndi omu ye bi
da
ba fi ya mo scaling up
good
in fact Dr. Omanebo amanyame fa ne credence
amen
ono afre me kan say honorable Eric ebro ne mo a wo kan say de ECOWAS for ka no yan soldier for nko a ye be dua ebro ne mo de atua ka na ma enti ye start wo Kumawu area ho this year person ye 100 acres na fi next year na scaling up in fact ma soldier for no buy be to ye trance ene ye feed Ghana secretariat ye ho hyehyɛ a omo so eye bi den prisons omo so eye bi den a enya agro in fact prisons crowd ye ya peska kakra hwe omo said omo izie na ya peska kakra dia support omo ya omo input kakra so omo fanye adwuma me call Kenya ase na Kenya ase prisons baby a prisons no wo ene baby omo nya asase koyemfuo no so omo anya means of transport bia omo ntimi nko timi me arrange ma ye talk here track ni bi e de koma omo a omo timi e de ayebi se wo mu nyina ayebi national service dey say obi ani tua ba fi ya bo ma mama yen kese pa sa poultry farmer kese omo ye ho nyina minister of food and agriculture ye ka omo ho ene ye no omo ye ebro seed omo di dua papa e pese omo dua nyina ye support omo ni nyina ye pese institution bia no ehunu se ye nyina ye collective responsibility se oman mani didi me a obi akoma ye dey ato ne yem agriculture ene ebetimi dia create nyuma a more sustainable gainful employment ama ye ma ne nananom omo ho aye dey atom na ni nyina say yɛde the right agricultural policies and the right investment with the technical expertise no ɛbɛka ho yɛwie
ɛdeɛ mpa pot in yɛdua because waka mo bɔɔdeɛ bankying yɛwɔ scope bi a ɛnim sɛ saa nnuane
yɛselect crops no bebree bi no wɔ hɔ a your production levels no yɛ
okay
deɛ ɛhwɛ deɛ yɛ import no more no ɛne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ increase production na yɛ reduce
ɛne sɛ mo
nya mo nko a
ɛmo ne number 1 ana
ɛmo ɛyɛ number 1 ɛburo nso so ɛka ho bi ɛna tomato ka ho bi onion ɛka ho bi
yɛ import nneɛma nyinaa
pepper nso ka ho bi
yɛ import pepper
how ohɛ yɛ asase mako ohɛ yɛ asase ya ɛno nti ne yɛka sɛ yɛ concentration no ɛwɔ nea yɛ import no more ɛna ho sɛ poultry feed no ne boɔ yɛ den a na drive poultry product no ɛma no kɔ soro nti yɛde adwene so kɔ soya so sɛ soya no sɛ yɛbɛtumi produce no more ɛwɔ ha ba yɛyɛ wei nyinaa no crops na aka no nyinaa yɛnyi wɔn nso man yɛ support sɛ bɛyɛ yɛbɛ scale up ba yɛ focus kɛseɛ paa no ɛwɔ nea yɛbɔ obodin sɛ nea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛbɔ na yɛ major staples a sɛ yɛnya no insufficient quantities a ɛbɛma aduane abu ama yɛ ho ayɛ dɛ atɔ yɛn
minister nipa a munim agrek te sɛ monom no de bia moka sɛ irrigation driven agriculture yɛnom yɛnte aseɛ papa mo na yɛ mo adwuma nea yɛyɛ nyinaa no irrigation driven agriculture na ebi ka ho
in fact feed Ghana no ne nyina soɔ paa yɛ irrigation
okay
President Mahama say sɛ Ghana kuya no ɛbɛgyina yi a yɛma irrigation no ɛni akɔtene kɛseɛ now ɔno a hyɛ experience a wadua na buro na ɛpɛ no bɛsi na aburo no ewuo na onya nsuo engu so at that time ɛyɛ dry spell na ba north
no
na ohwɛ a 2023 yɛnya flood nsuo yiri ɛsɛ yɛdua ne nyinaa yɛ ho kyerɛ yɛn 2024 yɛnya dry spell epesi ɛsɛ yɛdua de yɛmfudua ne adeɛ nyinaa ɛma yɛ ho kyerɛ na ɔsɛ yɛkra nnuane ahodoɔ bebree de ba wo man mu ndesi adeɛ yɛ susuo ne sɛ Ghana kwadwuma no bɛyi a yɛnyi free rain fed agriculture na yɛmfa nkɔ irrigation agriculture nti adeɛ a yɛdi ka yɛ ne sɛ yɛ launch program bi yɛfrɛ no irrigation for wealth creation sɛ wopɛ sɛ agriculture ɛyɛ sika ma papaa na obiara de no ho gyima baabi a ɔsɛ yɛni hwɛ ɛyɛ irrigation nti yɛ taking inventory of all the irrigation infrastructure we have in Ghana.
Say your Irrigation Development Authority, right?
Yes,
okay.
It's under the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
Okay.
And what we did, say, Oma ye, and Remwami who said Ghana, Yasasia, would the irrigation be ye paano? You were 1.9 million hectares.
That's a lot.
1.9 million hectares, no? From Osaji for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, ABC, nanu ye, no, yeba paway, ye bedru January, I take inventory, no. Now, emu 229,000 hectares. And a year under irrigation. 229,000 out of 1.9.
Into over 1.7
ewo. Then and when chikrano 229 now at a year 29,000 a year under irrigation. No. Ye ma catch for core irrigation infrastructure bia so kohwe send ye city a. You can say bebre operate under capacity. Your irrigation infrastructure here in the champion pencil. Say ya maintenance da. Sabre operate at 5% capacity.
And I say nyajuma.
Nti President Mama ye say ye pa foforo abeka ho no. Ye me ye nko adada no ho. Ne rehabilitate dodo na. Nti say ye mix it. Ye rehabilitation of existing ones and ye the new ones so ye dey. Eba. Enu nti na nansa hu say me call Ashaman. Ashaman irrigation no. Yeah, 1968, 67 thereabout. Free sabre yenye maintenance biya. Na asese na asase na omuye make ya de agriculture no. Omo encroach. Na bio ehon so ye area edua jene pa.
Ashama ho.
Ashama. Na Ashama market no so ye huge. Rice wo ho. Omuye nima hodo bebre tomato ni ade. Enti ye de contractor ko say yenye rehabilitation. Na asase na aka ni nyina de yenya irrigation wo so. Na akuafo no fanye adwuma then ye free one say see ya Sunday avaime almighty avaime
rice
say avaime irrigation no so asai kra ye the contractor ho say see ya akasa meko na officially my salt cutting no
okay
by ama contractor no ko ho a oye ho adwuma yehunu irrigation facilities mienu bi nso wo upper east as our facilities no chese yankɔ ho ntem a ekulapse kra eno so ebetumi aye 1500 hectares a nsuo bɛkɔ so ama akuafo no tim di aye adwuma enti no so ya yese contractors nko ho immediately na wonim say procurement process also ye bibia wie asa no so oma akɔ ho ya identify sa facilities bebree a ye koye ehun adwuma in fact 5 northern regions no ye was small dams mako 8 asaya ye ni nyina this year and ye one new ones 10 yes aye no this year e de aka ho
na ye 18
afei de ehun say baabi wo ha e ma ni dua ntos makoni ade no sa afei na okoye dam akotwe nsuo afiri nsuo river mu anabisa it take long time ebi so kra ho a check untimi nya adwuma ni nwie na the cost involved no so you very huge and they say yeah the omo friend no solar powered boreholes no you could two borehole na near the solar na to so near pumping nsuo no tank ni mu near push it to the field na akuafo no e de aye adwuma in fact this year ye two mako 250
northern Ghana
across the country
okay
in fact I was say achakra no by the end of this month I was say me Brekum gene area ho a house tomato area
okay
yedi kai ama yakrachefo na ko ho support farmers no with seed na omudi bedua no I was say akoye irrigation no ema omo me am constituency I was say akoye irrigation ma tomato for na omo ho ni nyina yaye eno ho contract aye ho bibia wie Canada for ye no share no say oh omo ni je your policy no ho omo so amayen 25 solar powered boreholes
okay
ba no sa 25 nya de ko northern part ni oba bia e ma ne ye tomato a ye de bi ekɔ ho ene ye wo 88 boreholes a sesi ya dra wie afi ne ye de pump no besi so ne ye de solar no atoso eno ye de ni nyina ekɔ 5 northern regions no na ye pese ye de mu 40 ekɔ secondary schools wo northern regions ho northern yeah sabe ya omo so between aye all year round production
e just now boy school farms
school ba ye koye test no ye nya 40 na ye nya nsuo ye nya 23
at least
and the 23 ne de ye go so a yakrache for no field that ye drill and your purpose no say in fact President Muhammad the last meeting on me here no the occur say resources be a need dey no pese ye de nyina akọ irrigation
okay
say be ya ye kuafo be ye all year round farming ene be maku adwuma no sika kese abem on say sesi aye harvest akuafo de tomatoes no bebre otia demand ni ho say processing factories anywhere on be process ya tomato na obetie ni nyina no dodo ni nyina be den ebe say enti what we are saying is say ne yate ama abu a onya irrigation a opebre no so obetun adua ama abu sa bre no so na bo ye dai ewom na ma akuafo no so enyeska na all year round no yetimi aye production
but meba ye uka production all year round no mo adwuma mo brofo bi post harvest losses
yes
eno no then ye be afa ho
post harvest losses no ene say wadua no ba ni wi a wa harvest no na bebre asai bi o ha winya market ebi wa kwan no kra wo de kɔ hɔ no enye na apro ni o ma hu do bebre nti kwan a ye fa so ne say now ye the buyers na beto your produce no e kɔ field ho nti me call agogo na no last weekend me ko agogo yi me ne buyers na e kɔ tomato no ene vegetables na free akuafo ho na kɔ ye
okay
nti ye the seed ni ma omo a na omo so wo ho ne akuafo no e di hu komo ye nhya omo wie ya na omo try dey every ho nti omo set up place on beto no e wo farm ho na na say a reduce
transport ni san ya mani nyina
losses na ya omo ke no nti baby aye irrigation infrastructure yi once me ball brekum me ball sunafo south ni ade baby aye bibia no ye pack house e ka ho
e dey any pack house
ni baby a obetumi do tomato na akoton buyer no beba ho ye wo baby odi bi besie storage ni ade nyina wo ho na say waton ho na odi bi asie na ono so ato e de ko na say from farm ho to baby a wokoton no kwa anya dey
kwan wa
enwa na ma niam na say then again ye share say president am instruction ye say mfidie na drip machines na de call district ni nyina no district bia mfanyi yi akwan a ekọ mfomfom sani be ya ebe ma transportation of aduane efrafuom eba consumption areas no enkoye ehaw bia enti we ya mekọ agogo no MC ni say honorable mfidie no wa ha by a problem ni say ye ni fuel a yebetimi di agumu a yebetimi di akọ timi ya mi gina ministry no nan epe ska ma mo say monye 50,000 mo fa nto fuel ngum na monyi yi akwan ni nyina ntum say be ya aduane na ebe pro wo ho no ni nyina beba abontene na ye kama na post service no chama yesa adwene storage facilities
yes silos na sana
yes silos no sign by silos need to store grains no
okay
by your vegetables on say nanu ye dan by ekuafo no e produce bayre
omunya ba bi mfa
tubers ni gu ho bebre
omunya ba bi mfa
tachiman abu omunya obi nto na maame bi di phone afrɛ me honorable pa chew bayre na nanka kia ba ko ye ton 7,000 no ati aba 4,000
okay
say eba 2,000 mesrɛ mo munya bibi moaye na mo amoaye a ye benya problem now yes scout for buyers ebe kwa akoto no na ye adwene say the buyers no kura kwa because abu ne no price no ebe collapse kura kuafo no omo timi recoup omo investment enti beden ye nya more sustainable measure ebe tu ama kuafo no ya store bayire ni bie na edru lean season na bayire no ho aye den na
this price na koso kaka
e market enti ye de committee kakra transe e no mo de proposal bi aba na on proposal me say yam piloto ba ko ni mienu ansa na ya scaling up on containers na de magum free ya bruchire ba no on recommendation ba say sa container na no see the container no kosi ho near the solar power no to so near your refrigeration no aye cold room near there na e betumi aguma ma aye dey a che na say oh if that's the case there mon pe ba ko mienu
na mo ye ne nhwe
enkoye na ye nhwe say e work here then we scale it up. Now say baby e dia yams ne ade ni bia no ye ko next year no Ministry of Food and Agriculture through buffer stock you betumi ato so de sia ma ye dey aye but for now there you person minimizing post harvest losses no you are providing resources at the ama buffer stock
okay
say ya mo initial 100 million Ghana cedis say baby biara akuafo na dua emo wo madua ebro anase o maye banche no gari na boroso ma ye ntwa a ebo no aye fofofo no o mo ko market no o mo ko de FNC enti ya now so minimum price
okay
buffer stock e beto aduane no se mo no e 50 kg a ye beto no 625 Ghana eno ye hwena wabro o mo na bua wunya tofo ama obi abasa afedi o beto 500 je say ye ton fofofo ama
anase o
tuagu so
but aban beto no 625
na ye
for 50 kg
yes 50 kg afa maize no so ye beto maize no where odi aburo no kodwom odi akosi ho ayento sa de akuafo no say oh maburo no yento me ho kire me ne ade no obi bi na omoto bag 300 na akuafo no so no ababa beto no 450 Ghana cedis
okay
buffer stock beto na odi asie ndi adi sie na edru lean season no anase emergency bi to ba bia na ehia aduane a ye beko ho na yakofa na ye the aba system.
Minister, quick one, sir. A price of 625 for 50 kg rice, 450 for maize. Now, say, if you have say, oh, da. And that's what Mrs. Sanya money in Abraham Samonto.
No, the entire
now, it be a market, not short.
Young compete in the market.
Okay.
And they say minimum price. Over ton bois, a brosa.
Okay.
Also say, at the end of Bubebriba, and a bono,
a buffum.
Now, me walk school no. One day be. Manko now ye koko Western North. Western North all baby afro ruru tanoja.
Mente korada.
Asante krom.
Okay.
That is why mo kan asam gwan. Ye de won kan de ne work crowd.
Any work crowd here.
Ye nim eti me ko akwa say me ko boa manko awafu. Na ye kwa no ye nse eduru Thursdays na omo market ho. Body no so bu unse wo dua koko na you use plantain no as canopy kwa me utie bi de koko ni ti unya hu ni
oh me ni koko for ye adwuma
okay
sorry.
Say Udia atodwana na say nursery na. Say be ya enye exposed to sunshine bebre no. Eya na wadua plantain no so. Na provide canopy. Enti enu time I won harvest no na cocoa na nya ahoden a ebetumi withstand heat ni ade nyina na wagya no. Enti body no ho bebre omunya atofo. Ena man ka so ombebie school na wanya ska kakra. Enti ya so akakra na de akọ market na waton se be ya enu time a yemie school no na wanya ska kakra obotom de ko. Ena me da na se. And me first Thursday no na me yere me ho so abi. Na oso awi a obeduru tano no ho a je se wo de wadua board ye ni si wo na ye de asi kodom kanu na obi atwi wo de watra tano river no ansa no asan soa na wo de aba market ho na me de beduru market ho eduru market ye ko ne nipa be 8 obi aso ande ko ye do no ma ton mo de ni nyina me bisa we bo a me nti ase fofofo na me se da bi me de me ton me de ne sa me pe o so mo ton me de because my bre baby am so afri body bebrebe we na mama bi aba se body ni nyina 20 cedis ye me nton kwa me metemedie no ho metemedie ho na boy wi atu e po 2 akoba 3 no na se dwa no 2
etu
media ne yanto eti akopa mo cho no mo to media ne 10 cedis
udi man ka ji 20 no udi man ka ji 20 no.
This is the challenger. Yeah try say you be resolve say be ya akuani no on regret. In fact one more ayi bi okua mu a and me share with you on say okona boys na na mabonten bi ho no a ofri yenkura na se bi okodo tomato o de na dwi nyina hyem say me yanam de anyaska na me de akopa adwuma bi aye oye no anya tomato no bebre obi e wa anya market ema tomato no prokwa ba bi ho a adaka ba ko obi beto no 10 cedis ni ade na o se menya bi oni e maba kwotena kuma sa na otu no de abetra na oni hweye ba se ye boa ema market bam odua wi a obenya atofo a bebre besa wo machi akoyi ku adwuma no e de anyaska last 2 months me fie o ewo tema lashibi me o hanam hu your man bi o me gate also the governor na me so man mrem me bi say governor what's the problem say chief mo ye feed Ghana ma kodo tomato pa shai osudoku ha ma 70 box of your pictures me nyo bi ntoma me srow dia na betua me manom pro e na me frɛ ye buyers ni bi no say ma send me pictures no me send no say a variety dia ni bia e kyena nko amekɔ akoto
wakoto 70 ni
o to 70 ni na because processing plant ho
okay
ope that variety no na what dey. That is why
integrating linkages no.
Yes, that is why this time I catch farmers and say the year per se and say ye per se mamu seed ya buyers no pay.
Okay.
Ye de mamu free. Mu ye na munya hu say papa afa ko market abenya no bia ye dey ato.
Yeah.
Na buyer na wo nchen. Say wo problem kra buyer na beto amount.
Yeah.
Wo wie na oto a na wate matiska na wo de to ye na ye dey afrim.
Minister Mebao, oka seed asemi University of Ghana Legon.
Yeah.
Almost center bi ho. Minim say West Africa Center for Crop Improvement.
Yeah.
Professor Dankwane Nkofobine.
Yes.
Seed na mo ye no. Mo onkita hudie bi was anema.
In fact, seed no. The Ghana ha. Mama ye minister for agriculture nim say nyame aboan sa. E wa krachefo e wonim die pa. Seed that we develop the amaye no.
Anytime about Professor Dankwane no. Legon ho.
Legon de na chi no. CSIR. Over bonds some ma wo mo. The aka say you benya resources. Na ye dia multiply seeds no. Because enya seed ni nyina na wo se ye dua Ghana ha.
Okay.
The import ba no. On say omo develop a suit to omo conditions no. Enya suitable for yen ha no. But omo de ba no the videos ka ho na attract farmers baby no makwa akoto. By a catch for na hwe environment no ho e develop seed a eno ne edidua na ha ebeye yi ebro de we de and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture ye compile list nyina na ya recommendations. Now this time around we are also looking for investment into seed production because kwame untimi nye food secured kwa bra onye seed secured. Seed sovereignty a condition and san wanya food security.
So seed na dey aduane ne ba.
Seed na dey ba. And it's also make import to seed. Now kono anya seed na better than food security on say dey. Aka. And the food security no ejina seed security. Enu nti ne ani akrache for no ye no omadi nkomo bebre omade varieties omo bebre abekere na omo no ya I see nya omo be multiply sebe ya betumi am multiply na ya link omo to the farmers na farmers na timi ato e de aye enti CSIR Minister of Food and Agriculture and a Korea company my friend Copia omo develop rice seed bi omo friend no a Japan rice agra for also kan ho ye rice for friend no agra sa a Japan rice no this year Copia for donate 300 tons at the Ministry of Food and Agriculture 300 tons no within a space of 2 months na ni nyina ko failed na farmers no catch and say amun we ya no mpe we dia ye papa a chain de ye koto na bonten no kra no ye mpe de emuna de ba no we na ye nti farmers no develop interest any taste no na amaye nso ye multiply no more e de akọ na seed no ho no Korea ban omaye ade ma men commend wo mo pa e won hia omaye e de abo ye seed ho Korea government e de copy aba copy no de omo ye ne say omo train ye farmers no say de omo metua produce seed no e de ama Ghana for omo ne CSIR e na ye ni nyina now no say de another company aba on friend no KRC Korea Rural Corporation omo so de omo ye ne say omo no ye irrigation ye dey fa asase 100 hectares eso e wo dowenya sa 100 hectares no ye fa produce hwe se seed enti say ye train we mu wia na asase nso irrigation cost wia ye be ye allocation e dey ama omo ye trom no be produce seed rice seed no e ho ne be produce ye seed ni nyina afei se be ye seed ni be ye fo na kwani bia timi ato no ye mpese ye de ye electricity we eco power
interior
ye mpese ye de solar ena ekoto so enti Korea for na ma omo company for Frokiat aba omo ye anokra ma wie 1 megawatt solar farm ebe power irrigation no
anyway
eno do wenya
ho
yes enti likely say acha kra no 2027 na ye wie project no na yakoye official launch na say produce seed Jaka for so boy obontano tondo ni ade omo train am for say produce seed by institutions no CSIR Legon UCC KNUST researchers no they are doing excellently well in fact niam omo ye no ye ka say ye pe opportunity ye be ma Ghana for hunu de nyame de ache yen na yetimi use de ye wo no e de generate sa niam na ma wealth aba oman ni mo enti seed de ade ehia pa na ye ne Netherlands embassy aya agreement ya sign mo use omo maboa yen na omo boa yen build seed production capacity locally se be ya sa niam na yeduadua ni nyina no ye betimi eye no ha ama aboa yen kwame even tractor cry de ye adwuma no unse omo ye tractor na omo study omo environment no e no ma modu omo tractors ne equipment no enti ye kofa ba ha se ya na entimi nya adwuma se de ye pe no enti tractor ye de ba be ye the president mama friend farmer service center e de ama akuafo no ye de wo ma ebe ye tractors no ba ha se mo mehwe Ghana mo hwe ye environment no o ma ko north aba southern sector middle belt nyina na ye hwe se de betu aye tractor ye de ba ha ebeche. These are some of the things that we are doing.
Eric Opoku, Minister for Agriculture, Republic of Ghana, Osansu MP, Esunafo South. Interesting conversation. FA, Yeduani, DNA, seeds, so far, 129 senior high schools are in full under the Feed Ghana project. Say, if you not do a feed to Hadia, one Missy Bebre, San Sen Comuna, Kwenechika crowd, waka about silos, buffer stock. And as you see, you can't money, you hunyama bebre. Why can't you say nipa bebre? You started that operation feed yourself. We are guarding kitwebu of fear and also ebwa. Minister, sir, Nancy, so it is say water pumps be and answer pumps be the whole distribution is seizure near there. I didn't come out as them no.
I know the omni say. Ayi galamsey fight no ena task force no akọ field ena omako pam galamsey for no munya water pumping machines
okay
mako 900 ɛna
900 water pumping machines
ɛna ɔmo kyerɛ de baayɛ dɔm de baayɛ no ɛna ɔmo de kɔɔ court sɛ court ma ɔmo order na ɔmo hu deɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ no
okay
sɛ ɔmo tɔn sɛ ɔmo yɛ nden o task force mo ɔmo edi anim de kɔɔ court ɛna court no sɛ mate sɛ feed Ghana ɛkɔ so aban no ka irrigation for wealth creation sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ all year round farming and these are 900 water pumping machines no me di ni nyinaa sɛ mo fa nkɔma Ministry of Food and Agriculture na yɛmfa ma akuafo a ɛyɛ mfuo sɛ bɛyɛ a ɔmbɛnya irrigation suo de ayɛ ɔmo adwuma enti yɛwɔ office na akrakyefo nde order no ɛde brɛ
mo
ɛna ɔmo de 900 water pumping machines no enyinaa nso ɛka ho bae
I see nti galamsey for water pumping machines
yes ɔmo de bae no ɛna yɛn nso yɛka sɛ yɛde bɛkɔ regions ne mo yɛbɛ select regions a galamsey ni bi nim na yɛde ama akuafo na yɛ adwuma sɛ ne yɛbɛyɛ a saa machines no san kɔyɛ
galamsey adwuma
enti yɛ select 9 regions ɛna yɛfrɛ ɔmo nyinaa one day 100 ɛna yɛma obiara de ne deɛ ɛkɔɔyɛ ɔmo de kɔɔyɛ no ɛna yɛma yɛ akrakyefo no di akyire ɛkɔhwɛ sɛ farmers nsa ayɛ dɛ aka anaa ne yɛhu sɛ yes akuafo no bebree nsa aka ɛsɛ sɛ machines no bi wɔ hɔ a wobɛkɔ koraa na nyɛ adwuma na gye sɛ woyɛ maintenance kakra wɔ ho ne adeade but wabisa me akwanya kwa me mɛka asɛm wei yɛwɔ engineering department ɛwɔ Ministry of Food and Agriculture
okay
yɛnso yɛwɔ machine bi wɔ hɔ
water pumping machine
yes yɛwɔ mono paa wɔ hɔ na yɛdeɛ deɛ ɛteɛ no sɛ aban tua 40% of the cost na wo kuani no watua 60%. In fact sɛ kuani no ba na yɛhwɛ nafuo ne ne dwuma no sɛ ohia paa na ne 60% no onya no upfront a yɛbɛtumi ama no atua bi ne yɛ spread de aka na yɛ dɛn ama no over a period a obɛtumi de ayɛ dɛn ɛde atua kuani a ɛbɛma obie na ne tua no ehu sɛ onya responsible untua no sɛ obia bi wa unya bi wɔ yɛ hɔ bio ɛna nya water pumping machines nko ane yɛwɔ yɛwɔ machine a yɛde yɛ plantain chips no yɛwɔ bi wɔ hɔ
plantain chips yɛ
yes yɛwɔ ne machines wɔ hɔ ɛno nso yɛbɛtua 40% na watua 60%. ɛna yɛwɔ deɛ de ɛyɛ cassava processing no wode yɛ mbankye no ɛno nso yɛwɔ bi wɔ hɔ deɛ ɔm de yɛ cassava flour no yɛwɔ bi wɔ hɔ yɛwɔ na yɛwɔ tractors a ɛyɛ 50 horsepower tractors a yɛ cabro compact tractors a aban kra free Czech Republic ɛde ba Ghana 2019 na 2019 ɛba yɛ no na yɛkuafo n'ani nye ho enti esi hɔ saa ma wia na bɔ
from 2019
ma niema no bebree asɛsɛ in fact me ba ya me kɔ inspection me kɔduru hɔ no me werɛ hɔ yi because it ɛtena so nyinaa sɛ battery baako kora nsi bi aso ni nyinaa sɛ ne ho nneɛma no dodoɔ nyinaa asɛsɛ
6 years
enti yɛfrɛ akrakyefo ntrans sɛ san fidie wɔ yɛbɛɛ ne dɛn na ɔm sɛ yɛka sɛ ɛyɛ a ɛka yɛbɛbɔ no ho no ɛnyɛ ɛka ketewa enti what we can do is yɛne farmers no trans na yɛn reduce price no ma wɔ mo na yɛma farmers no ɛntɔ na yɛmpɛ wɔn bɛ fixe ama wɔn mo na yɛma extension fo nkɔ boɔ mo sɛ bɛyɛ a wɔn bɛtumi ɛde ayi so ama ayɛ yie in fact yɛn no kasa yi kwame mmea ama kɔ hɔ baako kura ni hɔ bio
ɔma yɛ ne nyinaa yie
yɛde ne nyinaa ama farmers no ama ɛkɔ field ɛna nneɛma kakrakra ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛbɔ ho dawuro sɛ bɛyɛ akuafoɔ no bɛtumi ateki advantage irrigation yɛka ho asɛm yi yɛwɔ system bi wɔ hɔ a ɛno wɔ yɛ engineering department hɔ yɛwɔ pumping system machine wɔ hɔ ɛbɛ pump nsuo no yɛwɔ pipe ɛbɛfa mu a kɔ field hɔ nyinaa wɔ ne nyinaa bi wɔ hɔ a no nso wɔ ahodoɔ bebree a farmer no ba na sɛ ɔbɛtua a ɔbɛnya wetua just 60% wɔntumi ntua no upfront a yɛbɛ spread ama no yɛwɔ escrow account a yɛde ma wɔn woyɛ a na watua osika na yɛ dɛ atum ɛna motorized sprayer na wɔn de gu afuo so no
yeah
unse obekɔ market ne bo nam 4,500
na kwani no kofa ne he
okofa ne he oba ye hɔ a ye ton no 1,400
that's cheaper
1,004 plus ye fa 1,500 kwani bia wo hia bia ye nim so odi koye kua no na de ye ne sɛ obi hɔ a wo hu ne sɛ na obi aba sɛ pɛsam 200 na so odi koye business obeton ye 1,500 No,
got on 3,000.
3,000. No,
because the market price quite 4,000 now. Or turn 3,000 still a we BT market.
Okay. The district directors no. Etwese we yekuani. Na yakɔhwɛ wofu no. Ɛno so yɛbɛma kakra bi. Yɛde farmers ni din ɛna de bɛma wo na yɛsɛ yɛhu sɛ nipa kakra bi ɛna ɛwom. Ti yɛwɔ saa ɛnneɛma no bebree wɔ hɔ a yɛde ɛyɛ adwuma. Na adeɛ titiriw a yɛde ba Ghana ha ɛyɛ very dear to the heart of President Mahama.
Yeah.
And a dear friend, the Farmers Service Center.
Farmers Service Center. Okay.
On say Ghana Hani farmers no. 80% and above. Peasant farmers. Omo basically to feed their families. Now omunya SSR, then they sell to the local market. Now omo dia scan omenya na ato some other things omo here. De atanse. Commercial farming no afi na encourage nipa dodo ni nyina wo enti na Ghana commercial farmers be 10% pe o ma ka nyina small holder farmers. Now small holder farmer no ontimi ntotrata because na for 2 acres na for 3 acres maximum 5 acres
oni huska
ko totrata enti onya access to mechanization afesa also woton sisi kra na ban subsidize here. Oh, when you be about the one kwanchan obi ade akodua because office a how keke. Into ye creative farmers service centers in all the agricultural districts. In all the agricultural districts.
Hey, that's a lot.
Now center ho no. Center bia no. Ye the tractor be ba begu ho. Obeba na tractor ho no. Tractor no a free 81 horsepower. Ekopim 90 horsepower. Over 75 to 90 horsepower. And you dig a honor. You were planters are already bedria. You were harvesters are already be tra. Sani Marina, everywhere center honor. You be your session. See that a person who have phone Diana honor. You be making available. After your session, fertilizer a person sad district to ho. You apply no. You do be coho. Come make can way because fertilizer no. Ghana we do wholesale application of fertilizer. Baby, I will be a NPK near the Gua assassin. So,
Jabian assassin and fertilizer and then assassin nutrients in the womb and a combining and a Maya produce na penal. That is why, strangely or miraculously, what the seed back up a bro, grain no say chef for ma. Now, if you a plant, now if you when your crops are seed baby, a walk. Say, you manage solely ya, a bit me abway. Now, Food and Agriculture Organization of Ghana. You know, we share presentation. No, we are some boy. And to a more koto afidie de test soil ni bi e de amaye. Okay.
Omo rehabilitate Kumase soil laboratory no so e de amaye. Now ye nya laboratory near we equipment no ma. Minister of Food and Agriculture ankasa. You bet me test the soils ni na in the district. Na ya generate soil map. Na ya hwe crop suitability. Ye we no CSIR for approach ye say oh long time. Omaye soil mapping no.
Can be bisa say nka de ye soil mapping.
Soil mapping no. CSIR.
Yes.
No mo ye no. Omaye crop suitability ni ade nyina won ho. Na ehia say ye update no. So it means say you bet me aye bibi
there's a base on which be that
na aye basis.
Yeah.
And you ba code the city bia no. Na ye won fertilizer e wo ho. Say it me asa the way ya. Fertilizer na e ko bia sahibo dia no be a diverted to north no enya adwuma bi
but the call anya
o the call just ekafo nyina be use o be han keke
yeah
aha na ya education account ho kama
Minister Farmer Service Center more timelines for
in fact Farmer Service Center no na ye botan say this year ye mu 50
good
now say procurement process no it take some time
yeah
and enya one thing and ye e was say one usi structures na ye dey center no ankasa now ye we design na ye ho bibia wie see, I'm not say me technical team no 50 this is a selected for this year no or more. What we are doing is say ye per se assassin a day no ye nya bia so paper.
Okay.
Ye per situation ye be wie no bia be ka say assassin no Ghana brand so de wuni the assassin ye ne dia no de wo so bia so ye dey ye ne dia and ye secure lands ne bibia why sir ye call through procurement e dey ayes adwuma no don't forget ye ready a budget e match and the best at April May or Bosome 9 moon a day, sir, in your way now. And you would say, Enchebia, your tractors be no, and then equipment no. We're expecting over 4,000 pieces of agricultural machinery. Ni nyina beba system ni. Eba baby a structures no ya start here do be here aye distribution no say be here kwafo no benya.
Until here by the end of the year now.
Oh, by the end of the year say just 2 months.
Yeah.
Me ji say be na.
And maybe a first quarter next year.
Yeah, call first quarter ni dey na bibi aduamba. This time what can the time to so I was so here careful.
I'm for what be soon.
Hey, what can say no be ba no farmer. Me wan so e bia na oye procurement gra no. When ya problem kakra because me can say e procurement back home. You call PPA for a raising concerns. Way. To also osan the call back. Any other we are also central tender. Any Nyama who do we bring? Tiana timelines and we a bit careful about it.
Yeah.
But the important thing is say, come say here Aduna make actually as well making ya. Nyansa wo mu.
Bebre. Because farmer service centers, even the first 15 am the Bible started. Say what district to be?
Our district.
80 direct.
Direct.
Yeah.
Na no kra no. Ya sa catch the farmers and see no. Ya ba ye see ye the friend of farmers cooperative. Unia enimbedi ho adanse. Farmers cooperative no. Yes, farmers no put themselves together in cooperatives. Now some here cooperatives now. There are a lot of advantages. Yeah, community commodity based cooperatives. Now some of our cooperative now enjoy the advantages of economies of scale because they produce the same thing in the same environment. Into share ideas, discuss challenges, normal prefer solutions together. Then our farmers will have a voice. Voice media clamor for reduction in the cost of inputs. Voice media negotiate for reasonable prices. Now say your cooperatives no na ya register your legal entities. Omo leaders, account some of them bet me school feeding at the local level agreement. Open quantities may produce now
talking about cooperatives farm banks na idea no so ka
farm banks no ewo ho and cooperatives no say cooperatives no you started campaign by 3 months no you register cooperatives over 65,000 cooperatives. But northern region na LED na Ashanti region so ewo over 6,000 plus cooperatives. Now ya form ye and now me no ka say nra your technical team move ya omokoye cooperative education omakodu tamale anope me boma send message say oma start me so mama pictures of omone farmers no engagement no no mama videos concerns near their farmers no raise na ye hwe how ye betimi aye no nti yetimi register omo nyina wie na na wo kasa wo ko educate farmers wo see okro farmers you just have to call them cooperatives, they will come in their numbers. You educate them, you give them the support that omo na bibia ni ho na eko kwame basa wo hey sa wo bibia fi farmers no ho a wo benya farmer cooperatives no leadership eno makasa yenso free have the near come farmers na yen fan ko see politician bia so bio because let me say it here agriculture dey enfa politics nye
because eduani
because ekom ba oni man pipi ni man dis ekom na aye dey aba onim say ye feed Ghana your former MPs, ne former ministers, baby, how mu yebi?
Really?
Yes. Former ministers.
On both sides?
Both sides. On my way now, ya MPP for ministers, baby, ba me ho, honorable. Yes, ya rice wa ha, ye we wa ha, discuss it, na ya no my ye no, baby yebi. Now no back craft frames or have a say the rice na market no price no go so na say ba for na ye day eba. Enti hunger. Only political is there. Or after the comeback, or say way MPP, way NDC.
That me man in the way more, I mean,
another man in the way more. We have to come together as one people. Now, Obia contribute to Nama agriculture, no etibijna brand.
Interesting. It's Sunafo South, Mashebedweni, and our Sansia Greek Minister Eric Opoku Nietenikano. Now, Ma Yesusano, me assure so soon. Neil will be a friend Ghana Food Distribution Corporation.
Yes.
Concept is how this whole feed Ghana agenda will be how.
Yes, very, very important. Now I am at the password raises the way. May I interview you know be a miss same way.
And then the Yabisa.
And then I order same way aba. The entire Ghana Food Distribution Company no buy no. Problem a man buy no. We are seeing the same problem today.
Really?
Yes. One say Oko farm gate na aduane ya for. but omo koto no fofofo near the bedru ha na ne bo na ye kakraka no be a complain say aduane bo e dey
transportation costs
nya transportation costs
profiteering
so eno na ma food distribution company ne ye dey e ba mu say sa na tie dey a yen create sa company no na ensure distribution of food so be able maintain prices at reasonable levels enti omo ko na aduane bu ha say a na ya to ha na ya de bi ko ha na hafu anya bi na ma price na ye dey akofom now no me ya interview with TV3 and me can say aduane ayefo ye we interview me social media comments bebre ya me monitor no so because ye Ghana for I will say tie say dey man for kasa obi so abo aduane nyafo now me ko dwom ha ne bo now me ko akoye ne bo now factors are me digina so draw me conclusion ni na omo so dey men for to omo because argument no koya ko do level bi say any intermediaries no omo ko to beton no and amane bo no any ade nam say ni nyina so ye good it means say we should be concerned about the distribution.
Yes.
Enti nam se question here relevant.
Yeah.
Enti we are thinking about sa system a ye betimi dia ye distribution no kama ama afa aduane no ebo na ye hu no wo field no a reflect e wo ba bia na obi anso etimi aye bie. Now niam me dey food in statement ni say price number form no. 2023 January from Ghana Statistical Service. Now food inflation is 61% in Ghana.
Okay.
Food inflation measures the rate at which food prices go up
or down.
Now, 2024 September, a reduce about 22.1%.
From 61?
Yes, from 61. 2025 January, Brown hand over my no. Now, rise to 23.8%. Now in August 2025, I dropped it to 14.8%. In September 2025, just last month, I dropped it to 11%.
But Minister, sir, and yet the price of aduane, the inflation.
Good. The rate at which it goes up. The rate at down. Which the price goes up. We are talking about inflation.
Okay.
So rising. When it comes to deflation, then we'll look at it. Now, say a net na cost 10. Na a net and cost Serbia. Near cast a price no once more. Above. Then again, food inflation. No. Ubekaya 2024. World Bank issue statement. Still 10 countries in the world. Our Modriana board in pa. Na Ghana can only at 6. Today, this year, we the same lesson. Ghana is out.
Does it therefore not come back to
now?
Distribution. Okay, Pacho.
Enti me were failed. Na me tie Peace FM. And I'm say Chairman General. Ye Kwame Sefa kana ni studio ha. Ye ka say aduane abuma e manfo nya atofo akuafo no su. E wo sa ban keka no ho. Na ye say akuadwuma na ya. Na mate wo onua, na mate wo okay, mate wo UTV, mate wo station ni nyina. Na City Joy any ade nyina ye news, TV3 ye news. Say farmers ni su ha. Ampa me dia krache for koya. Farmers na wo hoi. Emu na gu omochi ye nya atofo. Enti obi ba mema mo 100 cities kwa na omo de ama no. Chama General.
Hey ya.
Aduane mu ya nka beba sa. Pacho.
Enye metiwase?
Aduane mu ya.
Ebu
nka beba sa.
But distribution.
Good. Maybe say establish the first ebu na nsan matwaso.
Okay. Ya establish ebu. But ewehi
me just say emu ya ka fama no ne ho nya dai enkyere no hwe ya fama wote bayire no ho na wo su no ka say edwa twamu na mawu o bayire na gu ho ya ento na ko hwe tubers gu ho a ya ento a na unim kuaya na wo yam hyehyew so the American say aduane na bu ho amane bo na ye dai ayefo
ho
amakuani no ye dai esu enti aduane no bo no nya din bio sane bo na ye din ne ewo baabi in Ghana ha na ye complain then it is the matter of distribution. And that is why I agree with comments on me and reflecting in the market. But make us a market near difference. Even market near difference. So go shopping more. Don't expect surprise abenya duano hono. Sana abenya no abubrushi.
Air condition.
Air condition ho. A part of the
abubrushi air fresh air.
Oh, say the city. Enti ni nyina a factor, but I draw your attention to the need say you distribution. Now, my technical team no from that time no my tax say on generate BB na you discuss it. Na you hear how you be see a resolve no.
Inti aduane ni de abu but akase
the abu kura nya bu abu ni where your southern sector harvest. On say in Ghana southern sector no started planting no March.
Okay.
Eti April, May, June, July, August. Na omo no harvest it. And na northern sector no started with June, May, June. Eti northern sector November, December. And also production no be keke.
Baba.
I feel so. Your technical people often na me say because of the Feed Ghana campaign no, the number of people are Greek no, omo hu bi da. Bebre. And I also tactically, your fertilizer no. Yamfa nko say ye the free nkrahana ye the small bisa fako ye di akire e the call baby o ha ye the call field me technical guys no call field na ya distribute to farmers on the field baby o ha directors na di anim e na ye dey ye ho adwuma ye pese ye maximize your output enti say a whole harvest no unu say the bulk of grains are ye harvest no ho the free at the eba say ho de ne be ka ho a de ye hu kura be dey e be ye kese enti say aduane na bu a none boy no buffer ma or see a protected farmers no. And that is why I set a buffer stock, move into the market, mop up the excess produce, store them and release in the lean season so that in the peak season you protect the farmers and in the lean season you protect consumers.
Peace 104.3. Na maybe say near Kenya no. Uchichi mu na say by the end of the year no yan hwe hu ya chese duane be bu.
In fact, my
question therefore is, how do you prevent a glut?
Excellent. The only way you better prevent no, your ways be but quite more effectiveness. You better serious na ebuso no. Na ye
okay.
I want you to for the first time in the history of Ghana, we are building what we call food buffer.
Okay.
Food buffer. Emergencies, you benya aduane akofa bi e dia baby. Then again, yesane investors, oma ebeye storage, oma ebeye processing, we are bringing them on board. Because omo be mu a excess na ye peni nyina be go into production, value addition.
Okay.
Na create jobs.
So the glut no more address your honey nyina.
Ya address wo honey nyina. Enti ye o ha obo se ne investors we akasa, mo meye ni say my na omaba near the Omako near the farmers next year, no Makoye. And I say, Canada High Commissioner, Oba any interact here, no so. Omo Minister Obeba, Obasa Oba 2 and on near Dinkomo. Minister no by but 2 Oba Grana make a program, and Jimmy Deputy Minister and a host too no. Dinkomo be no so Obaboa, na Paso who your cooperative nibi. To call Michelle Camp, Koshia, women cooperative be a almost your Kuana Kama. Or you're so much attracted, or say no, I will say your boy, and you are the tractor, and in Fidia Hodo, every bread ministry, no, ama ya coma, a sa cooperative na, omode eye ejuma.
Michelle Camfor.
Yes. So, structures when you na egu a former. Structures when you na egu former. Ye agri food systems, no, and na ye you must have 45, no. Say rain or shine. Ebet me deliver amagana for nya aduane ayede edi ba ye dia ye frɛ monsantrɛ for no say sir chairman general.
Yes sir.
Enua Kwamse Fakai.
Yes sir.
You have a respectable voice in the Ghanaian society.
Yes.
Okasa amanfo tie enti sɛ wo de wa no tum sɛ wo nso boaya me abo feed Ghana ho dawuro sɛ ba ye kɔma ye nyina ye ho betoye
na say ntina wo he
me ma ba makoi
me mu de ru mo
na say o transi da bia na wo so wo ka feed Ghana ni bia boaya ye ni problem kra na ya me ka chere say drop one say Nya da bia na mbeka say just be tuas cancer my advert amaye.
Na say we free.
We dey say free education.
Me no yen komo.
Me can advert. We nya advert. Me can dey wow to wa. Ubo bie.
Okay.
The Americans say companies now omo ye omo niam nyina no omo discharge omo corporate
social responsibility.
Yes, social responsibility discharge. In fact, farmers that ye bedi kura no. Obi ma ba bra ye Wellington bu say enfama akuafo.
Hey, afi ye bedi we?
Afi baby e bedi no ya propose.
Okay.
Na afi ne ye de kwa chiro mampanyini amanaje atum timetra kan meyem from so.
Matthias here.
Ejo mampanyini den sasha ase wi a ye lunch no ya announce so you say in course of the week ye de ho amane nyina beba.
Watch out for farmers day soon.
E wo mo ho no say da bia be transi bia Ghana for 80 o baby bia na nka waka feed Ghana kakra say at least obi anya garden woni fie because obi anya garden e ma chama general won so fie entos afifi ho mako ho we wo ho journalist obi aya bia e kom wo he bio
me den the empire
pen na wudua
bo empire fia bi wo ho
so mama ko ni tos kakra ka ho
empire fia bi wo pa afia bi na pacho men kan messages kakra bi e bi wa me twetwe aso no Professor Joseph Osafo or Center for Aging Studies, University of Ghana, Legon, say, I like the new energy in the agric ministry. We have everything to make Ghana the Garden of Eden of Africa. Now, or the analysis Kitwebio say, some reports indicate that more than 20% of Ghana's land is arable, 12 times bigger than that of Israel. And yet we have not found high-tech approaches and innovative methods. Prof, Ebina Opoku Echeche mu anopay. And now they can say, we need to encourage people to go to farming instead of galamsey. We're coming to that. I'm going to ask him about all these lofty ideas are on my. We have a clear and present danger called galamsey. Nti enono yebe den. Ena bakubi ana or say kindly tell my senior in school, Eric Opoku, that I didn't hear him mentioning Esnafo North in respect to our irrigation projects. If South is benefiting, North too must benefit. Something Kwame Nyamiche. Hello, Facebook. Something say, baby, are they fan or they family and friends South to phone Kwame DDT, North and Bra. This one from Kofaros in Tema. Kofaros says, I've known this man for a bit. I watched him during his vet, and his demeanor and composure, even towards his opponents, tells a lot about his tolerance level. Chairman Junior, let us all study this man, Eric Opoku. He never attacks his opponents or even criticizes them unduly. He just focuses on work, and I think it is good. The recent remarkable development in Agric perhaps could be evidence of his pragmatic style and leadership. His understanding in Agric brings hope to the industry and Ghana in general. Thank you for bringing Eric Opoku to your studios today. Kofaros, thank you. But thank Eric Opoku for also making time. Because trust me, if you see his schedule, you won't envy him. Tell the minister that we need to target quality for some farms to meet the need of the big hotels in Ghana to stop them from importing, especially vegetables, mainly from South Africa. Phillips in Takrady. Even before I finish, Minister Boni Tinko Osia. There are so many messages here. Mo fanche me se nyeni nyina na metimi akan. Mekan bi JB. Production is not the main challenge with Agric, especially with the introduction of fertilizers. Our main challenge is storage. Well, Kwekwinti, I'm sure you heard about Nyoka about storage to also ensure good distribution, to ensure storage for the lean season. Silos, buffer stock, wabuboni naso ewaha. Ask him if cash crops are not under his ministry. Cash crops, I don't know. Well, he'll answer, I'm sure. But cash crops like cocoa, I believe. Nina ewaha. And then, me say wait to. Okay. Copia. Chairman General. Okay. Professor Maxwell Dakwe Sante, Director of CSIR Crops Research Institute, is one of the powerhouses behind the rice breeding team in CSIR and Ghana as a whole. Minister Eric Opoku has introduced some of the rice varieties Professor Asante has developed with the farmers in his constituency, sponsored by Copia, and we are grateful. Dr. Youngson and a day and no a buy. Right, into no.
I'm not crying. Me concerns in Guam.
Minister saying any concerns
across the country.
Okay. Into other places have also benefited. Musa Abato and Aswa say, let me commend the Agric Minister for the good job. My question is, has the free cocoa spraying stopped? That's cocoa mass spraying. Has it stopped? With the current prices, increases in cocoa prices, does it mean there won't be any further increase? I wish him all the best. Musa Abattoir and Ede and Abaye. I like this Agric Minister. He said hunger has no political color. The minister seems to be focused on helping Ghana. Simple. Richard sensed that one. And here he said it. Hunger has no political color. He will not say, says, we NDC near medo more CMPP ni. A very more pepe. Ask the minister also about livestock farming. Yes. Doris Ya or say and buy. And Miami Professor Ejikum, I typhoon opinion Ejikum. Ask my minister about the state of the 1,000-acre project at Enum Sankore. Opinion Jikum Enede Enobae. Tell my senior, hey, Junior Sudoso, tell my senior and Ahafoman, Eric Opoku, that but for the cocoa, I would have stopped planting plantain long ago. The buyers are just exploiting us, the farmers. I hope Situfi South will benefit from the new farmer centers. Nana Yao Kese. And by Cardinal, Cardinal in New Kwesi Reynolds, Kwesi, I'm saying, yeah, wait tuning in late, Kakra. But Kwesi's question is talking about small gardens. We used to have school gardens during our GSS days. All these are no more. Kwesi, Minister promised me, say, started be tuning in earlier, 129 schools already. Yes, sir, Jumanma, about to the level of even primary schools. Our Ghana, sorry, prisons, the armed forces, on board, teacher unions. Eric Opoku is doing a fantastic job. I wish him well. Tell him King Tampo needs more of the new initiatives. Master Planner Junior, Policy Analyst King Tampo. Minister Church Onyemani Bintino. Obestati na ostati ya no yebekum na yetino me hwese ebi wo ha. Chairman General, we thank the minister for the good plans for Agric in Ghana. Ask him how about in Kukon Kitin? Is it under his ministry? Dr. Aaron UPSA ada upebiana. Ask him also about the glut in the poultry industry, which is collapsing farms, but consumers are still paying high prices for eggs. That is Spencer Bedu. G. Brown says, God bless you, Chairman General, and God bless the Minister for this discussion. We love you for life. Somebody says, I want to plant dates. Dates near plant you or... I don't know. Minister Ebiabim said, do we have the soil for it? I don't know. Well, Minister may answer. Now, Michael Edu says, Minister, how can you assure us that all of this is not just sweet talks? In 3 years' time, don't come and justify as to why you couldn't do X, Y, Z. We beg you, because you sound too convincing. Why come and it's my identity? And he said, Minister, oh, yes, sure, said he. Now, Samuel Ada from Bogatanga. Minister, please, I haven't heard anything about the Upper East region. And also Ewaha. Steve continues his hate speech. Steve, good morning. Don't worry, I love you too. Why? We thank the minister for his good plans for Agric in Ghana. Okay, we've read that one already. Eric Opoku, best so far. That is Ebenezer. Ebenezer says we're watching from Tottenham in the United Kingdom. Minister, Pacho, any answers to some of the questions?
You better was one say the Okase man can refer Upper East near Upper West.
Bogatanga, yeah.
Medical can say your irrigation infrastructure Munubia. No this year, latest by November, near the contractors cohort.
Okay.
Then again, I was saying next 2 weeks, seminar timer. Your park houses, Makumako 11. Don't be boy, you seen Northern Enclave, Upper East, Upper West, baby, Japa be honum.
Okay.
So far, you see the plants bibia wo ho was say ya adwuma cold storage bibia be store niema bibia ho ye Germany nyina say
ade
if you want complete in 2019
nda ye jai
ye mfanya ye complete o ni nyina say niema ye de chawa awere be ho enti afa ni atrase menya private person we ye serious o be ye adwuma say onco rehabilitative facilities nyina na operationalize it mfanya adwuma for some years e masa e say be ya o medua vegetables wo enclave nyina no menya market enti I was say at the site na ekobodwa introduce no no mo start a
private entity no
yes private entity no in fact so how do we hear pictures na we hear say aka we ya bosi ho na essay ya o we kra be ho enti sa fo ni nyina mo koma ntom ni nyina beba on board soonest ama obi ahwo ato no kentampo omso mo hia mo yes kentampo ku adwuma ombo moden pa na irrigation na ye no ye ko Kawumpe and some other communities in the area, about 6 communities in that area.
Okay.
And also where you saw ya process na we akasi the contractors no ebeko site. Even Ashanti region you call enunum so wamu and about there are about 8 communities anya inland valleys be between develop e dey ama akuafo no ha and also ye dey irrigation ho ama omo. And no tender na kodu central tender for the final approval. If that approval comes today, in the coming days, you bet me the contractor na ko site akoye adwuma ho ama ayeye. Then obiso kan livestock.
Yeah, livestock farm Dr. Doris so say. No. Yeah.
In fact, critical pa. Won say Ghana ha ye cry yamade nyina free amano ne the bahazi.
Your friend almost tribe. We bills be about your tribe. Be say bibia ma. Ye mwade. If I say yeah can yeah prepare for the friend animal census. Okay.
You say you kind and more do when you owners no and their various locations.
Okay.
Because if I say introduce you a free Canada traceability. And the census in area an idea of a more do I war maybe a gab no free banner and informing your decisions.
Okay.
Then we you say you rehabilitate your breeding stations in and you identify breeding stations. This budget, your provision for restocking any rehabilitation of the breeding stations. Now, Amrahia station, me am a call Amrahia ho.
Okay.
My call say land no hono. It was encroachment about, but the old cranny okay. I say it means restock. You bet me a young American no do. Now, America you producing in ano. When you say aduane no nye aduane die na na ye okay e was say yenya aduane no se be ye balance in terms of nutrition you benya food security a enye aduane dodo no nko a the nutritious value enso e ka ho bi enti milk enso ye nutrition dense and say yetimi produce milk no ha more na ye supply ama ye nkwala no kra wo school a Kwame say stunting growth no.
At least me attention for bebem kakra.
Good. And the private sector na kasa say nka yakohu model bi wo Brazil.
Okay.
Omo wo processing plant wo ho. And you produce milk na normal trauma processing plant no. Omo the be cheese, butter, we 14 products. And omo supply to shopping malls no and omo export. Ye fe say ye bi wo Abrahia next year. And the ne omo di hu komo akọ akiri. But in the meantime no in preparation towards that no you provide resources omo de ye fencing ni yi na ya ye restocking na ye nya challenge kakra e wo ye farms ni bi e ho a ye ka ho asem just after the elections no ebisi ma am say omo release land ni bi de ma traditional authority bi by letter say ye de ama ayi no investment a ye wo so nyina ye de ama traditional authority no but sa acquisition no was done by an instrument and doing for a mere letter entwa law mu. And a committee is working on that.
I am right here. No,
no, yeah, a dra. No, I'm working on that. Okay. All the other stations, you sure how you see a revamp no ama aye. But even before that, no, your project will be a running. You person you support to farmers. This year you develop app cra. You launch no. Last week or last 2 weeks? Me who papers cross and ye food and agriculture organization for na year lunch no. Your friend no. Event mobile application app. event mobile application the BB Plus.
Okay.
And you launch and the end say yeah the mobile phones. Emma livestock farmers no. What from ho? Emu animu. So who yare bia wo mu a ye be kire the obeye wo system no so a ebeba. Beba center ha. Ye laboratory no veterinary laboratory no so ya equip for ya the video modern begum be bia begum. Into detect yare no pe now forward the pe on by diagnosis no na immediately you dealing with it.
Okay.
You per se avoid the bird flu incident na esi ye no. Ay kum wani nyina na fe farmers no pe compensation na omunya. And then the only hu yare na no na wa communicate na you dealing with eno so. In the livestock your area you need ho pa na okay no and then you come to poultry now the kokon kitinkiti aba. Kokon kitinkiti is under the Ministry of Food and Agriculture yedia.
Okay.
Na ya bossa bosumi we woman. Enkwa wie na omampanyini wa lanche nkokon kitinkiti project no.
Any a patch Dr. Aaron wati?
No. I'm saying nkokon kitinkiti no dominate discussions nyina. Nkokon kitinkiti no is just one of the layers.
Okay.
There were 3 different approaches. You first the close the gap between supply and demand of poultry products in Ghana. Because your poultry consumption no 2022 budget Becca say na 324,000 metric tons. And Ghana to produce just 15,000.
Really?
In the budget. Which was just 4.6%.
Wow.
And the Akanyina ye kraba. And only say no. Say a best spend millions of dollars. Ako kran ko na create jobs. I was our country anymore. Now your money and another munya adwuma there. Omanpanyi said no, let's change the story. You change it immediately. And the first approach they say you identify commercial farmers now Ghana no. More capacity, or more facilities, our resources, experience. So between aye and kokoro. Ye be ma wo mu ba ku bia 80,000 bears.
Any imported?
And no, sir, bears at the moment. In fact, the local hatcheries no betimi a ye de mo maye.
Okay.
Just this moment ba here unu anu ba ko ha kire me local guy bia otimi eye ayi ni bi. My friend say an kasa ai. O say me o capacity betimi aye de open no. Me say come to office immediately. Because young locals also scan better here.
Better yeah.
E dia na be was am ani je say ade bi wo ha me koto afira brochira ba. Next kana ko ho. Na me ko mi krom na mrantie no ba di ma ji say me nya adwuma me nuanum ka ho. Then I'm useless. O say ye de be ya e benya ho mfaso no kese. Enti local ayin na ye priority. But where any available no. Na as a temporary arrangement no, you import na you put in place be ya you bet me capacity edme aye wa ha. And the south for 150,000 80,000 each. You consider them as anchor farmers.
Okay.
Believe in some of farmers are a show masse am so be boa omo. Na ya momo tools kakra am process any other day na no ye alone.
Okay.
Omo wia na omo ton a na omo tuatua.
Value chain to say because about man 80,000 beds he to say value chain.
Wia better than yato.
Exactly.
And another question.
Yes.
And no ye the biggest problem poultry sector no e face. In fact me no ka say a gentleman came to my office. So we nursing training college. Ye nyam post no. What if you only enjoy or say or you kwa or so yan go konkitin bi. Kwa me tie the story say ya na my attached. And I'm see yan start ba meto bi amount. Every man 1,000 bears.
Okay.
And I'm ma me to feed kakra. E wo Boris B ho. E ni Boris B kuma say e ma
Boris B. Michiano pay.
Or boy Juma do. Boris B there.
Or ye Juma mo great time. Boris B. Minister ma big ups.
Or they ekoye. Say why yan kokko na wi onim. Kokko na ya kese. Na ofre me last week no osu. En kokko na wi na opet of onya tofo.
There you go. Value chain.
En kokko no su mu ayedu. And they say na kokko no mu ayedu afi no mu didi kase.
Yes. Into bo mo ka.
It was a bo mo ka onya tofo. Eti last week odi bigu ka mu de koyi. Sa hwidwuna se. Also koya ne to makoma ko 140.
Ah, ya to be.
Ana odi oye ne kakra. So a child say marketing no a problem.
Yeah.
Enti de ya ye ni. President Mama ye dwe ho advice odi man say ye nyani. O say ye mo na ye nye poultry processing. Ne factory kese e wo Ghana. Na factory no ye nye processing no nko a yeah processing no ha yes age land won chen a yes ye hatchery ni nyina so private sector no e be manage ndi ne private sector na ye hatchery no e ho na ye de be ye nkokon ketenketa fo fra afa de ye betua produce no he ya de a supply na fe process o to a we ya capacity no betua I process nkokon be se 2 million kra within a short time.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to akoton na koko ho. Afeni adwene location. Location ye hunu se nkoko no. Ne kase pa wo doma.
Nkoko.
Yes, portrait business no.
Doma.
Doma ye bono.
Enclave, yeah.
That area and then Ashanti region.
Okay.
E hona na kase ye no pa ewo. Now na the bebre so eba on board. Enti first one na ye no. Ye located wo bechem.
Okay.
In the middle of the two regions. Na obiya timi ayede akọ ye ho. Ti age asase na wie. Ya ye ho bibia wie. Ye wo procurement so. Ye wo gidie say bosum we enko middle of the month 15th of October enko ending no. Na ya complete your procurement process. Na omanpanyin de aso akọ form. Na this year no. Ye benya problem because best eba system ni mu no enya asem ketwa. Now maka commercial ina wie. Now about medium scale production no. Medium no ye hwa omo a produce 1,000 bears to 5,000. And no ye inspect on facilities no. Obi o ho facilities no wo no ohia ska kakra ansa na watimi aye ni ye kama. And they are selected 500 of them. 500 of them no. Ye ma obi 50,000 Ghana cedis. Ye loan no omo dey on facilities no ye. Na fi watimi e dey produce. Ansa na ye to 3 million bears. And na ye backyard poultry go kon ketenkete no.
Okay.
And ye be chiche di ama afia. And also your forms are ye dey kwa distribution no. Are you ready a? E was say week ya mu ye dey call all the districts. Na ya ka say nya Ghana fo nyina na betumi aye nkokon ketenkete this year.
Okay.
Wo me betumi aye this year no. Next year wo mo nka ho bi. Because me aye this year no, scanner e dey mo nkokon e dey mo aduane e dey mo ye nyene back. Ye dey stimulate wo interest. Sa wo ye ma we fan san koko 50. Wo ye 50 no aye yie. Wa koton wanya 200 Ghana 50. Wo ton 50 ni fan san wanya ska kakra ye dey afrim. Sika na onya ye no. San fa wura mu bio. Na enye business.
Reinvest.
Na tambia wadidi ho. Na kwa wo bi frɛ sɛ nema boy de kosua boy den. In fact kosua boy ba fom.
Really?
Kosua producers no. Omo so concern panse omo kosua no e ba fom. Wa bra cost of production in yama fom say de omo pe. Because bia me ton kosua no. Na ye tono isakumo no ha 65-70. And na no me try street mu ho. E ka na ekọ na ida so 50. Kosua bo na ba farmers no complain. In fact, in Doma area no more complain say amount for metokra na de nti ko ahafo ne other areas and this am the car e di kosua no gum e no mo say kosua o obi ameto nti eye another area yenso ya dwene ho at the ministry say o ma boka ayesa ade no enkoye kwa na yen we nyina no value addition under feed Ghana no ye ne private sector no na eye adwuma.
Okay.
Nti ya dwene poultry no say e be ye kese ama amanfo bi aye bi no feed nso be problem. And so what you know feed no ho a wo be wie na feed prices no abet drive price ni na cost for ye ho hwea na nyi
na ho na maize ne bebo no
good enti de edikan no ye ne private guys be bria ye adwuma almost set it up in fact do go kuma se a feed processing plant ke se pa owura bi e friend A2 we establish was ya kakra bi no awie a wo de be ye feed no owo silos
for the poultry industry.
For poultry industry, our life silos are a best store 30,000 grains no 2. Me amedi me ni akohwe. Ene nfidia wo de agu ho a wo ye ready say ne ya or certain kakra bedru December January no na ye say eye kese pa. Then ye the young guy bin so a ono so eye interested in the agricultural space. Wa buy ho ono so ne kasa e. Wonim wa ye silo kese pa. Ewo ofri sunwan eko dumasua bajo tie me de sunwan
eko dumasua
wa yes silo kese pa na ne silo no the dryers ne ade nyina gogo de o ka kire ne say ye kra ya buro na ya to no say ye nya ba bi mfansi a as a private person no or space or some capacity so basa di bia dey aka ho na ye mfamra na onfansie man na wa charge yen enti so ye niema bebre wo ho a enya asam ketwa na yasa encourage other farmers a enioma a omuduadua no ye wogidie se wonim say one farmer ba me office also no kwa ma me yellow maize no 30,000 bars.
Wow.
30,000 bars.
One farmer.
Ono say ne silos ni bibia wo ho, ne dryers bibia ho, ye tokra ye besa de sie ne silo ho, tam bia hia bia no, yakwa akofa. Ono anso na produce wo na fom. Enti farmers no assurance omo wa ye market. So omo nya market dia a on be scaling up. Enti omo aka ni nyina no omo nya abotre man na kwa me niam aye kekan. Obi se niam na ede dodo. Omo ni nyina ya ye wo.
Se na wo kono na ene de.
Dodo ni nyina ye de aka. Ye nyanya farmer service center na NC form no. Se no si form wie. Asa.
Say me pacho ma ntwa wano kakra bi. Yes, cocoa.
Cocoa say any Minister of Food and Agriculture.
Our finance.
Okay. Enti me nka ehon nsem bebre because me nya privy to details no. Ti emfa eno to finance for no ho. And obi kan agric for na akọ school no. Se be ya be employ wo mo. Eye no kre a serious matter. Me say a hamadwen pa. Na present mama you worried about it. When himself from 2015 ABC NA enkora na awie agri colleges veterinary colleges no dodo ni na ofie
how
ya employ mo
ebi ana kwan ni ho
good
ana financial clearance
no kre so we have budget present no your first budget your March budget no unza tight kwan ni ba bia in fact Kwame you agree with me say you talk about now inherit economy debt exchange program
heading
serious say debt exchange no say Ghana for do ni nyina te debt exchange asia enko bia behunu challenge na ye beto ye nse nia esitie debt exchange say we trace in history exactly akosi broni krom company bi ye adwuma na ode ka na waboka enti ode yewura kwam sefa kan ode neka honorable ode neka ode mike ka ode weka ode seduka ode nipa bebre ka company bebre ka wontimi ntua so company ni gu
bankruptcy
and was say ade medu ni company gu ani begu egu a osika no be de waje etumi anya debt exchange muka no mon turn no into equity na my shareholders of the company na sa eyini nyina ka ni nyina mfiri yanim na mum emaye capital
na ye fan start bio
ni ye na ye yi a na mo ton mo shares no mo ton mo share bewu na mo nyam sika na ye dey afrim
na anye ye
ya na sesa na chese na ne nako
asomo
and o agree that was the beginning of debt exchange and ma debt exchange ba wiase and the company bia we adwuma na do ba bia wapem a okwa emma we ahwia enye ya ansa na akoye debt exchange ni bi and for the first time in the history of Ghana ya mismanage your economy na kodru point ya ye ho hwia anya dey enye yi
nti debt exchange
and yes and ye yenkoye de omo ye no hon bia because Jamaica for aye bi pen and ye koye bi enti at that time no space ya e budget ma de koye employment ni ade nyina no che say eni ho and ya beto enti ya beto ye na ye dwene say ye feed Ghana ye be say increase production and productivity. Now you see agriculture here agribusiness. You bring agriculture and industry together. You provide silo storage facilities. You have marketing, distribution, processing BBR. You hear some technical people will say omunim dieno. Omne baba boy. Say a catch for almost 3 days. Omo nim dieno. By your employer omunti nim diani ti fie say kwa. So kwan be na available e betumi aye. And yes suggest say okay, they say na your budget intimi employ wo nyina no. Ye betumi afa kwan bi so ayusu omo knowledge no e dey expand economy, create growth. Na your space I employ wo man. You say yes, it is possible. So we had discussions with National Service. Say betumi afa ye nuanom de wo ma to scheme no so. Na ya support wo kakra no ma contribute to growth. Na as and when economy new grow, na ye create fiscal space no, ya employ wo.
Yeah, baby on watch.
Wo so mbeye. Into one my 5,000, say 5,000 mra.
Nipa 5,000.
Yes, oman panyine press wa ma ya hu bibia. and you create system mom so money application no your granny and you 5,000 no yeah to so 1 month you 9,000 plus
hey
yes so extension service no when say global standard no one extension officer be and also serve maximum of 500 farmers but in the Ghanaian case one extension officer be serve 1,749 farmers
and from the get go na adwuma na say
enti 9,000 yes I come ampanyi obio no say your national service for no kan your kwen so mate say o me 10,000 enti all the 9,000 ya ho nsha I was say national service for edom to mani so no na ye post to am call the various districts na esan say national service you know eya kakra bi nti na o me yo ma awie school at na fie bia warwane ade no I was say hwe o movement say yenya ade a be mo problem bebre ba bia wote no say ho betumi aye kama
na on tran area ho anonye
na ya be bia dini no na ehunu kwa be fa so a ye dom be na mo boa na ye expand no na say the following year no budget na create space na ebiko na a create space na ebiko kopem say ye betumi akra sa ade ni nyina afri honom na ya no mo fra Minister of Agriculture we na fa adwuma let it be known say Minister of Food and Agriculture ye betumi employ wa ma wadwuma just a finance am I clear say you will ska into employ na ye betumi atwa onu sa Ghana ha obi apa adwuma o de wan twa me kakra ye wan twa me kakra ye
o start here adwuma na do
o start here adwuma na be say no problem eti no omo kan na no so sa na etie afa me da professor o kasa no so ase kwame nyame anim no kure ni se ma Ministry of Food and Agriculture kam nim say researchers no mo ye adwuma sa wonim say o Legon a o ma ye kontomre Legon ya apaki kontomre na e shemu 2 years akura we yidi nsuo gu so a e fresh kontomre
really
make a chiro
na when
e wo se si a o mo pe investor obetumi aboa no ma expand keke o mo pe investor obetumi aboa o mo na komatumi produce no bebre
commercial value
because you ko abrochira ewira bi o mo de ya kontomre ma yi kwame kontomre ni ewira bi o mo ewira bi ho o ba kwa say ya ma kontomre ni se dia kontomre stew ni why o spinach ya package no kama ene ya otia no now the nsuo pitin say ya fresh said you akwati ni wiram kama Legon ha ya o maye nyado ade fresh kama e wa adiem kama o mo ayi akrante a ya de agu kan mu
akrante
me na me ka kire wo tia no say ya e te said ne ya gu akrante ama no anya bi kwa ye nkwai
wow
but the only problem is
the linkages
ya pe investors na e betumi aboa no matumi produce no kama na on say yogurt the omo ye no Legon no campus won kwa no mutimi ton no because market na wo campus won kwa so mutimi facilities no wo ho investors no wo hene
eno ni asem
eno ne de ye pese ye enti we are putting together a program ye pese ye the researchers no any omo products no edi share the investor community no na investors no omo nya say
B2B
near here the between because be kuteska ohun de invest in omo so research na ya de na wi a ye pese go bi boa na yetimi eye na eye kama enti Ghana wo niam bebre ye only problem is say monsantwefo nyina yesa mo boa ye na ye bo hu dawuro na ye na kama na ye yare ba ko ayeku Ghana ye politics politics
so wa we hu dia
yes obi aso ya no pa everything is about politics everything is about politics this way na ye papa na be boa ya was politics na me catch obi say ya ye democracy from 1992 1992 besi na say ko be 33 years old anamba 33 years or 33 years 33 years na say your democracy ye hunu nyansa sense mu hunu wo mu ye beja idea are we serious why about brady 33 years who did attempt on democracy who are you when you matured after 33 years say you see rule of law bi anche na dwen wo de onya kwanya atemdidie ni nsem hunu you are not matured I will say a demonstrating man outside where ni nyina say after 33 years of democratic disposition no afede ya toto efini nyina afrim ama a democracy na yedai aye papa enti ye beda amanfo nyina ze na ma da wase makase wa fidie iso Maybe her man for a friend Matisa will call her Matisa or come and say yes. Now, Master will say, Fa when you yam no one no.
Me fantawechi.
Fata feed Ganechi. Fata Ganechi, Yami Macho.
David Nasona would be anymore. Hey, couldn't be anymore. Quick one, some pine seeming cancho say, Kaiso Unia. Na Kaiso Sonusu ye fool. Into any NDC MPP. Or see feed Ghana, feed some pine too.
Yeah.
And Prince Zakaria Madina was saying, talking about Ghana food distribution or more property industrial area. Very huge property. Phillips Watakwade says, I've already started planting garlic in my house. And tell the gentleman who said that dates grow in Ghana. Prophecy, tell the minister, Professor Osafo, also tell the minister there's a place called PA Agro Farms at Nkranza. They have capacity. It's private sector driven. He should take a look at it and they could help. And Dr. Doris is saying, Minka Choso saying, Animal Research Institute, there was 30,000 capacity hatchery. Into quickly, no say also per hatchery there. 30,000 capacity hatchery, Animal Research Institute, into Bomadiana Koshe Ohun Ejuma Naye. And this one says, Chairman General, during Kutu Echampon's time between 72 and 78, tea was introduced in Ghana. Tea farms were set up on a pilot project in Amajopa, and it was highly successful. However, successive governments did not follow through. Just tell the minister for me, just in case he may be interested. Ni in Bachuna, Enede and Obai. And Professor Jekum say, the question no, 1,000 acre project at Enum Sankwari. Greetings from Professor Jekum. I'll say, ask the minister for me. If
1,000 acre project, no. I am Miami constituency.
Oh, I see.
I am constituency. 1,000 acre hokra, na light granny ho. Na say I ever try your power no. Na yede. And this time, President Mama, Oba Vet must say, Yamfa light and corner, the Momo light, your quiet can honum.
Oh, great.
Yeah, baby, I'm a call, be I told me one bar, El honum.
Not yet, a mutuni dear.
Oh, I heard 1,000. Now, some of the because when you say they're 12 pa.
And the Pacho Professor, you could send 1,000 acres. So you have
a cocoa project.
Okay.
In fact, said you see and say, you see, a dying with Honoma, and you might follow Timwa. Ye cocoa no one, your demonstrating cocoa way, would you say, you say this year and dear honum. And a cocoa knows why it's now, so you hata, dear, na a bind tongue. Okay. And you can see a honum. Now, Macassa, cocoa no, a hoya kama. Me a crammer for 1,000 acres, me cocoa for more 10 acres of cocoa farm. 1,000 acres, actually. I say, bear 2,000 and I move on. Omi is asking me ma equia for no. Et me want me cocoa for a honum.
Oh, great.
Now, a honey cocoa board and a chef finance, I say. And you mean, Pessa make it can somewhere a 1 ministry be a many seas with all the facts.
Okay.
And you know, okay, I'm not cocoa seven. You found on or some cabuno. Mema, Nana, Yakum, Yura, who say, a whole Miami area, Miami constituency. And the minimum 1 7 in Abibia than Aquema. Echo, come.
Great.
So cocoa na yeda dano. Ye twag e dua foforo. Se be ya foforo bet me abesi announce cocoa no. E bia the 60 years any actually.
Yeah.
Enti ache cocoa no so nyini pia na ne so no so affect no. Enti ye eno ho adwuma. Ena professor meda professor say farms na oka no eye PA Agro Farms Nkranza meko ho na makohwe. Meko akohwe eho afu no. Ena afi Animal research and so omo hatchery no and they are middle officer me ya from na mama me technical team na kwa kohwe na ya hunu hawa se kofoma ye betimi akofa
epegem
na yetimi dia ye adwuma ama ayeye infa ni man bebre wo hormo a ubedru field no na ebi wo ho asai na ayede aseye na o se ye ni yie ade a yes ye o se ye nyina ya adwo kon se me ka se ye ni kwa se ye politics no NDC abai in fact na me kan ye ba MPP before start irrigation project be ewo Afran place.
Okay.
Irrigation ma kuafo e de aduantes. Na aban bia ye bi. Na maka say irrigation no me jam na gu ha say. Na maka start fofora akopes ka ye. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Ye to aso ne ye no ne ye bi ka ho a zaboa enti no ye guso den apeska mom se be ya betumi aye na ya yama ye dia ye adwuma ama ayeyi president mama say no eno nye amamuo eno ye politics na nye bre nyina na ye politics ye mu man a the oman ba no team no be hu sampa ba na bia ma me ho aye dey ahare me and that's exactly what we are doing eti emsa niam mo kan dey my deal with
okay enti pacho se ni aka na ne say Kobe Champon e USA Kobe say great program Kobe, thank you very much, we appreciate you as well. Messages no do so say ni memory no so me dey tatis but Donko Fusaini our Deputy Director General Finance Administration or National Service Authority say me ma money adwuma na mo men kai o say obo promise you 200,000 layers na osrewa still in Kokon Kitty project of Monimra National Service for the
in fact
200,000 layers no mo fanya adwuma.
In fact National Service for no me ko here o farms on my ye no
yeah
na hu say I said your oba osano onwia na se me boawa mo anante baby o modru se o betun anante on their own.
Don't go out here see what we are matured enough.
Almost 10,000 best eje check
10,000
best manim je hono mo ton ye
eh
na fe de ma hwe wa ma odo be won ko dri o sa se bomb bet bio da bi nya sa o so me ko hwe afoforo so
don't go what on 10,000 best now o ba be family so ababe we
but me fese don't go ade ba kora me ka je say o so on penifo bi ba me ho
yeah
ye ne katafo bi aye hyehe na emi de se me san kasa so wo afidie so katafo no ediska kase e be she Ghana ku adwuma mu
abin
omo be invest $5 billion United States dollars.
Hey minister dabin we are sure
as I say omo be project ni ya jerry
$5 billion
omo be
US dollars
US dollars omo produce fertilizer e wo Ghana ha a fertilizer plant number ye no e betumi produce for Africa and beyond the Hanaya Center. Go to Omaji asase no. Na sa plan no ye no ma ye bi o Brunei.
Okay.
And no person ye the same thing e wa ha. And the nyaf plant no mo ye fertilizer plant plus fertilizer academy.
Okay.
O me kire amanfo ade be ko school ni ade nyina wo ho. Eno plant ni academy no o budget ye $3.5 billion. The remaining 1.5 billion no o be invest in food production.
Okay.
Now my arrangement ne say farmers are you pass as na mo dey bi be irrigation akoso. Na ya establish your farmer service center ni bi wo so. Just say you create agro park. Na udua
na ye benya asase ye.
Ye benya asase bebre.
Listen. $5 billion project.
Yeah, agro you know. Arable land. You were 13.6 million hectares.
13.6
million. Me no kasa nei. Emu 7 million. And a year under cultivation. 6.6 million.
Edaho
in fine zankai. And no ye Arabo. Now go to Israel. Na omuni Arabo. But oma manage soil no. Etime dua de. Austria is even the best. Oma manage soil na me no person ma give say soil be anywhere in Arabo. It depends on how
you manage it. Into technology.
Technology.
Talking about technology, quick questions.
And what you know? Your name Rafu bin so Italy. You're from BF International. BF International. I was saying ne. A China nyame aduma. I could do Wednesday on a panel. Nanka was me what Italy. Now you finalize your agreement. Almost the charters normally mean in Aba. You trade for waiver near there.
Okay.
Almost be 10,000 hectares of water region. Almost be a bro, a mon, soya and tomatoes for the local markets.
Minister, the Ben Yefro Bunion, yes, sir. Ni sema wa Kenya na
nefe individual inu so
baby
ya dos be bring ko tie ni nyina
nti ya ma timeline be 6 months
me ko he matinary 6 months dey twen e mo twen
I say ya pese ya ma time
na be twen do
Minister 6 months e be best is here 6 months
Henry Evans
we say first quarter next year
Henry Evans
first quarter it's been first quarter next year
Henry Evans
because yemre na aye but remember be another 6 months the first quarter next year yemra na yemre here about Maybe by that time na galamsey ya ehun bibi kaka because when you say ha agrek ejuma ne pa. And
na galamsey na omo interview of TV3 that make a chom say. Galamsey problem no. I was a Ghana ni bia part of it. Because say we jaima nipa ba ku bia se fight minutes na. Obebre. Unu say Ghana fo ebi. E wo forma o madwem say oh we mame mo anon koye we nyina na bebo o nim the consequences. Unu say enro na o de gu ensuo mu no.
Make no.
E fast as ni mu abi koye aduanim. Endi say aduane na ye die no. Say no we kom na okodi a. Say wakun ho.
Yeah.
Already life expectancy in Ghana 56 years.
A man in 62 CBB.
56 life general
oh general. Me na say me man here 54 to 59. And I'm mad and here just say
Oko Europe baby 82 years.
Yeah.
Baby 81. Aduane nya aduane die nko ana production ko full safety very very important. Enti nsuo na etwa ye ho ba ye nom no. Ye nom ba nyina ye ku ye ho. Enti se ye education. Ama Ghana ni ba bia a wote bia hunu se wo ba bia wote no se ye sa de ni bia wo ye ku ye du awu ni ye ni se ya. In any case, emranti am sorry am ye demonstration a da bia youth, mo hwe youth ye, mo prepare youth no. Are they also ready to protect the environment no for more use in future?
Talking about future. Obe flag bearer one day now.
Kwame. Yeso na yeko school a. Na ye ball a. Woni mbo a wo hunu. Jesus teacher ka say obetu abotu. Me ka say maybe teacher ko yibza me motre. Na me ka say 3 wa abo boku kwa na otimbo.
Otimbo 3.
Say na me ni mbo pa, me bo hokama. And indeed me started my political career no. Me shared dan ko preposition bia kitikiti bia sa. Tambia me yire me ho contribute to me quota. Edru bra ye selection. Now have a biado membia now your mama. Myself from unit committee. My bay area council secretary. Mayor MPT, mayor assembly member. My deputy regional my acting as mayor, my acting as municipal chief executive, district chief executive. My member of parliament. I've been in parliament for 20 years. My regional minister Abraham for my regional minister Ashanti region. Today I'm cabinet minister in charge of food and agriculture. Joseph Merdiane ba no hana otima aduane buya aduane manfo didi me se bre bi ba mka se ye ne hine be yi enti se mtimi ya madwuma we yi na se kina bi Ghana fo nyina hwe me ne se we wudi ni gina ha be yi na mo ahoden na me ngui na me wa passion to serve my people. I will never run away. I will serve my people.
Nti ye head a chibi sa no
so obon pa eta machi a
oh me dey say unse meta media metal.
But you see,
on record, Eric Opoku for president. One day. The Joseph of our time. I need to know or my answer. I am me. Say I'm me. It's ye man to us. Minister, Patronyami Adumia team come 6 months time yes or less than that. Now you share in Komoya Yaboy name Munsim na baby I would do timelines or targets near Dina. Yeah, that's Papa Swing and what I jana pay. Now we're very grateful for your time. Eja yenim say omren ye betesa. Nti that's pa. Now move on dia Pacho Kachen say ne hono galamsey da so nti e twen. Uni apano no. Mini pa o na on shemi. Eric Von D Martin minister here that say we've come a long way, haven't we? Wishing Ruth Osei Safo of Sysmex West and Central Africa from your family, Onassis, Bianca, Masida, and OJ. Kofi Kumbilso, Story Radio. We've gone past our time by far. Have a beautiful day, though. God bless. Good morning.
We shout hooray.